Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live, guys. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hey, what's happening? Well, I'm Bert from Burned Into Existence.
I'm Dave from Burned Into Existence.
I'm Anthony from Burned Into Existence.
I'm John from Burned Into Existence.
The one and only.
Appreciate you having us on, brother, man. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, man, thank you.
For some reason, Facebook is giving me an issue. Just give me 1 second, guys.
That's all right.
Lately, it's been kicking it out.
Typical
Right.
Facebook.
Yep. So you guys changed your name in 2013 or something like that. So do you see any effects from changing the name?
No, I mean, it's been positive feedback all around. Everyone's accepted us. Most of the fans and friends out there, they've always known us as Burned to begin with. So that's what everybody calls us. And, going through the copyright cease and desist situation, Burned Into Existence came into play, and it just fit for what we were going through. And everyone around us, they love the name even more and helped us with our EP, helped us with our artwork, our title. It's a great way to jumpstart the new year.
So speaking of the EP, Crossroads, I absolutely love that song.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
The transition is really cool. Like, you don't know if you should be headbanging or chilling or throwing down in the pit. Like, you don't know. I mean, it's all emotion. You don't know what to...
Perfect.
You don't know what... I'm listening to it, I'm like, I don't know what to do right now.
It's funny, Rob, because I had a couple of our metal buddies who, when we first put it out, were like, I didn't realize that you guys could do that kind of stuff. I like, yeah, we do have some a little bit of an emotional side, to Burn Into Existence. We put you in the feels a little bit,
Like the cleans are amazing. I don't know if you want to call it a gutter roll, but I don't know if I'm using the right term, but you're like, whoa, okay, wasn't expecting that.
Oh, the low, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
awesome.
The song is it's pretty much we all contributed to it, but it's pretty much Anthony's brainchild. He wrote the majority of it, so just all of us adding into it, and I think it shows that the range of the band, rather than just doing heavy dark stuff, rather than just doing fast thrashy stuff, we can tap into the the melodic side, the just that type of a song,
lyrically wise, was that hard to put out, emotionally?
No, not at all. I mean, the song is basically written for people that have been at the bottom of their rope, coming to a crossroad in their life where they need to make a change, and they can see a better version of themselves, and they make a deal with themselves, and they learn how to rise above. And, we've all been there. So it's actually pretty easy to write something like that, because it sucks being at the bottom. But a lot of people, when they're there, don't realize you can come out, you can come on top, you can rise above, and just sometimes need a little pushing to do so. And that's where that road song came from.
Is that right? Is that the reason you used the Phoenix for the cover?
Part of it, yeah, absolutely. Phoenix rising from ashes, the devil waiting in anticipation, basically is you're coming back with a vengeance. You're ready to take down the people who have wronged you. You're ready to be a better person in life. You're ready to move on and strive and just keep on rising and getting to the top as fast as you can, as best as you can.
Not only that, Rob, but it also plays into where we had to where we were kind of, our hand was forced to change the name, and we, the phoenix rising from the ashes is kind of, it plays into that a little bit too. Like we can still do this even though we're being forced to have to do this major, thing with the name, so we can still come above it. We can still make good music. We can still, be productive. Simple but effective.
Simple but effective.
So like, I mean, I could be a petty person sometimes. I would have sold them all the merch you had left over.
Yeah.
Well,
we were
Funny
thinking
enough,
about,
man, we didn't have anything with the name on it.
Bert had a great
Everything
idea.
had the
I'm just
BIE
saying,
logo, yeah.
like, I would have sent them a bundle. Here you go.
Yeah,
I can't
thanks a
use
lot.
this now.
Well, tell them about the burn party, Bert. We didn't do that yet.
We're still planning on doing this. We did have a few shirts that had the burned in effigy, but most of it was the logo, the BIE,
Yeah.
and we kind of the new name choosing kind of. We wanted to keep that logo, but I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, this summer comes along. We're gonna have a burned exchange party where you can bring your old burned merchandise in. If it has that name on it, we'll replace it with a new one.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something for the people, so you don't feel like they got something and they can't do anything with it, or supporting
Right.
another band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wearing an imposter shirt.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a fun question here. I'm letting you. I'm letting you choose this. You can pick one song to describe one of your band members
Like from anyone.
from your own music to anybody in the world.
Okay. All right. Who's going first?
I think that you should go first.
I'm going first.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. Let me think about that one for a second.
I
'Cause I have
give,
to pick a member and a song.
I give member Johnny, and I give him Pantera's Walk.
I like
There
that
you go.
one.
That one's too easy, dude. That
Well,
was,
Ain't nobody jumping, so I'm a jump.
that was low-hanging fruit right there, man. That was too easy.
What about you, Ant? What do you think?
Dude, I don't know. I think everybody has, in my opinion, everybody has like a drive in them and a fire in them. And I would pick something, that definitely like a rager. But there's so many raging songs out there that I love that describes everybody. It's hard to pick one. You know what I mean? But I don't know, dude. Like, so Unearth is probably one of my favorite bands on the planet. I'd say maybe Zombie Autopilot, dude, is a good description of everybody in the band, man. It's just full out.
I like that. I'll jump up next. We are missing one member, Rob, and that's our drummer, Jay. He had obligations tonight. But
If you say, wait a minute, Mr. Postman, I'm going to lose it.
no, I was going to go. I think the best song to describe his personality would be Sick by Slipknot.
There you go.
Chaotic.
Okay.
Yeah.
But controlled.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, thanks. We got Johnny.
Yeah, John.
Jesus, man, that's a tough one, man, because picking one, because everybody's got common traits, but then everybody's a little different. I would go with I think Dave's would be was it Wishing Wells from Parkway Drive.
I like that.
I take that.
That's good.
I was going to go tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree, but
Yeah,
I like
that's
Wishing Wells.
Yeah, that's a good one too. You know,
I haven't heard that song in a minute.
it's a great song.
I haven't heard that song in a minute.
Yeah, for some reason, man, every time I hear that song, I think of Dave. I don't know why.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was the best advice you were ever given musically and non-musically?
Practice naked.
Play with people that are better than you
Yes.
and try to keep up.
Yeah. Practice
perfect,
Naked was a
man.
good one.
Yeah.
Mine
That's a given, man. Doesn't everyone do that?
mine was you play the same whether it's for 2 people or 200 people. You
Yeah,
give them the
it's a
same
good one.
performance every single time, and that's what we do. No matter what the crowd, no matter who's there, give them the same performance we would 20,000, 10,000, 200, two people. They're all getting the same show.
Yeah, and mine is, not only practice naked, but someone said to me a long time ago, there's always going to be someone out there better than you. So always work your hardest. Always try to be the guy that's better in that scenario. Does it happen all the time? No. But if you try hard enough and practice hard enough, you can set your goals and achieve what you want to strive for.
It's a good one, Dave.
Good sound
Yeah,
advice.
For me, it was a producer I worked with a while ago, and he worked with a bunch of bigger acts, and I was just nothing. I was a peon, right? And he gave me advice. He said, when it comes to riff writing, it was like, once you think you have it down, do it again, like rewrite it, because it's probably not good enough. So I take that every time, that approach every time I try to write a riff. So
That's good.
Do you guys know how to read music?
I do.
I
I do not.
Nope.
I do.
I can't sight read, but I can work my way through it.
I don't apply that to anything that I do in any of my bands. I'm in another band as well, but I don't use it in that application. But I have used it before, very rarely. Metal doesn't really. When you're playing off a feeling, it doesn't really require you to know too much about, writing music theory, any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But do you think music theory matters?
Oh, absolutely does.
Yeah.
But theories. Did we lose them? Theory is translated different when you're playing metal with musicians who don't read music or can't write or read any type of music. I think it's translated different.
Agreed.
I think we lost them.
I think we did too.
There he is.
Oh,
There he is.
No, I'm here. They kicked
There
me
he
out
is.
for some. I have no idea what's going on, but
Yeah, I think theory is very important, but like you could ask that question in 10,000 local musicians, and probably only a handful of them know actually how to read music or have taken music theory. So I think it's, like I said, it's a different type of theory that's applied when musicians aren't classically trained in theory and or writing.
so when you're listening to music yourself, do you pick it apart?
I mean, absolutely, I do. As you're listening to, local musicians or signed musicians, famous musicians, stadium musicians, I like to see the different points and pieces that they put into their own music. And I like to break it down into different sections, different instruments, how the vocalist changes, how the drum changes. In my mind, I'm always breaking it down to try to find what's different about them other than other bands. So I know Bert likes to do that as well. He will break it down the second he hears it. So does Johnny, so does Anthony. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all do. Jay, unfortunately, only listens to the drums pretty much for everything.
It's true, 100%.
Yeah, if I want to jam out on something and not think, man, I'll go back to like classic rock, and that stuff I can listen to and enjoy. But anything, 90s and up, man, it gets ripped apart.
I like to really dive in and dissect anything, of course, that's brand new or out of the norm or outside of the box.
Yeah.
I really like to, just wow, what are they doing there? How are they doing that? How are they achieving that? What's this guy doing here? I like to pick that apart a lot. I really do.
Transitions.
Yeah.
Transitions. That's what
Transitions,
I like to
man.
focus on. As we like to call banging out trannies.
Yeah.
Right.
Transitions.
Yeah,
Transitions.
Yeah.
But,
Do you think equipment matters?
100%. I think I'm a big believer in good equipment. I'm also a big believer in when playing shows, playing your own equipment. But that that concept, and nowadays is getting farther and further away. But backlining bands, that shows you're usually playing someone else's drum set or something out of the cabinet or something. But we're lucky because our drummer will play on a Hello Kitty kit and make it sound good, so he doesn't care either.
Yeah.
But don't you feel weird using somebody else's plug-in or freaking?
Yeah, I mean,
I definitely prefer my own stuff, like we all do. Yeah. But yeah, I'd rather use my own stuff. Yeah.
We've actually, as the two guitarists and the bassist myself, we've gotten it down to where we can actually, just run off the PA system, as well as we can backline with our own CADs, to give ourselves the option in case we run into that. But nobody, a perfect example is we played Love Drafts microbrewery up in Harrisburg, and I'm not going to kill you, but Rob, when we walked in, the bass amp looked like someone shot a bazooka at it, the bass cabinet. I go, are you kidding me? I got to play through this thing?
I'm actually going to be there on the 17th.
Yeah, take a good look at the bass cabinet. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It was brutal. But, that's a situation where you can run into that. I don't like playing on other people's stuff. We all know what we got when we plug into our equipment, and we like to keep that you
know how it's going to react. You know what it's going to do.
Yeah.
They actually did some upgrades. I saw.
Oh, did they?
No, they have a rail finally.
Good. No casualties. Are you talking about on the stage?
Yeah, there's a rail now, like photo pit rail.
Right.
Yeah, the stage got bigger.
Nice.
They did.
That's a big plus for that place. Yeah.
I can't wait for the 17th. It's been I've only been there twice before.
Now, are you playing or are you going to watch someone?
No, I'm actually going to have a couple interviews and film while I'm out there.
Nice.
Excellent. And get to hang out with Nick and Amy.
All right.
Great example, though, Bert.
Yeah, thanks. That bass cabinet stays in my memory right in the back. It just sits back there. Unbelievable.
Right there with the PA from the Pinch.
The Pinch in Washington, D.C. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rolling Fender PA. It's great.
Hey, can I get more in my mic? No.
You can't.
No, you can't.
We have a running joke. We played at the Pinch in Washington, D.C. with a band called ZFL, and they were doing a sound check, and the PA was terribly small. And the singer's like, hey, man, can I get some more in the monitor? And the guy's like, no, you can't. He had it maxed out, you know what I mean? It's been a running joke for 5 years in this band.
So what venues would you love to play that you have not yet?
I would like to get into a Love Drafts main brewery stage. I wouldn't mind getting into that. I wouldn't mind getting into Reverb and Reading.
Yeah, but you played there, didn't you?
I did. I filled in with Corners of Sanctuary there one time. Yeah. Those are two that I'd like to get into locally.
Yeah, Reverb. That one was cool.
Yeah, with this band, I mean, love to get into the TLA. Would love to get into the Electric Factory.
Sure.
Would love to get into Wells Fargo. If that ever came about. But between all of us, we've all played on pretty much all of the stages at some point in our career, and it would be awesome to get on with these guys because this band's just a whole different animal from our past bands and all. Even though we love them as much as we love this, but this band is a family, and it's just different animal when we're on.
Yeah, this is definitely a different band, man.
Yep.
It's tough too.
When was that
man,
moment when you were a kid that?
Down. There's not a lot of especially I don't know, Northeast. There's a lot of places that we used to play all the time, or would love to get into, or keep on playing, and they're just not there anymore.
Yeah.
So,
We're experiencing the same thing as every other area with clubs going defunct and signing out. It's terrible, but what are you going to do?
yeah.
So, I mean,
Just keep going farther out and finding a club.
unfortunately, then there's always going back to the old school days and renting out a VFW or a Firehouse.
Yeah, the DIY. Yep.
Yeah.
What? I mean, then you have more control over everything.
You do, and
$13 tickets.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot more of those are starting to pop up nowadays, especially post-pandemic. You're starting to get a lot more of the do-it-yourself shows. Bands are tired of having, promoters, quote-unquote promoters, quote-unquote club owners being in total control of everything and making it damn near impossible for local bands to be able to play. So a lot of the do-it-yourself shows are starting to pop back up again.
Yeah.
Once it's summer and whatever, backyard parties again.
Absolutely.
Kegger.
Of course, no, I'm saying, of course, that, okay, it's 10 o'clock, you have to shut everything down or whatever the case may be, but yeah, New Brunswick basement shows every couple of weeks, but it's invite only.
Right.
Because it's
Wow.
Those were the freaking days of just going to a VFW or something and $12 to get in, $10 to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, back in the heyday, man, like I want to go back like 91, 92, 93 in those eras. Everything was a do-it-yourself. And you were lucky to get onto the bigger stages like Cell Block, Bonnie's Rocks, Stone Pony, those type of venues, but everything was a backyard, everything was a do-it-yourself, a Moose Lodge, a Democrat Club, that type of show. And I think we really need to rope back in and come back into that type of an era to really push metal to make its next loop around for popularity. Because let's face it.
Since you mentioned those places, do you remember Birch Hill?
I do remember Birch Hill. Yeah, absolutely.
I was there every weekend.
Yeah.
$10 ticket.
How many bands? How many bands was it? Like 7, 8. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. 10. I've seen anybody come through there.
Right.
I worked at the IHOP across the street from there, so if I didn't get to see them live, I got to wait on them.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know where I had the drummer of Papa Roach at my table, but I had tickets for the show. The fire marshal turned that shit down, but at least I got to meet him.
Yeah. The good old days, Rob. You know what I mean? The Birch Hill. What were some of the other clubs that we used to play? Way back in the day, there were enough of them. You know what I mean? Like Bonnie's Rocks, places like that. The house. Locals plus and or touring bands.
House of Independence. What do you call it? Dingbats. What do you call it? Well,
Dingbats.
Yeah.
Dingbats probably one of the best shows we had in a long time last year.
Yeah.
And it was an all ages show, man. It was awesome. Awesome.
We
hits and everything else.
Yeah, we did that was the Battle for Vakken, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and we had a great time at that show. Awesome turnout. It was just a good show. Felt like a good old school metal show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a good time.
We're going. I'm pretty sure they're still up and running. But you remember Dingbat? Meat Locker.
The Meat Locker, yeah. Yeah, I do remember the Meat Locker.
I would not touch a goddamn thing down there.
No. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely
not even in the bathroom. You piss and use your foot.
It was definitely hover time. especially for the women. Overtime. You know what I mean?
They had they had like two stages. It was there's Meat Locker, then there's remember Champions and
Oh yeah, Champs in Trenton. Yeah. We
Yeah.
played there quite a bit. We did when I was in Malicious, we did a Sumerian Records thing there that was really good with like Rumpelstiltskin Grinder and a bunch of bands, you know. Of course, people were shooting that place up, so we had to stop playing there,
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you could go back in time and see one concert, what show would that be?
Ooh.
How far back we talking?
Yeah. Right. I mean, you said
In
back
our-
in time,
In our lifetime?
in our lifetime.
Your lifetime, your parents' lifetime, you could just turn the
Ooh.
dial to
Oh, wow.
1969.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if you're going back to 1969, I mean, you would definitely want to be a part of Woodstock, right? Because that
Yes, sir.
was legendary,
Absolutely.
legendary.
Yeah.
But if I could go back and see one metal show that of my choice, it would be probably Pantera on the Far Beyond Driven tour. Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with that.
Yeah,
Get down
I
with
think
that, for sure.
the tour that I wished I would have been able to catch was when it was Pantera and Sacred Reich. They're probably two of my favorite bands.
Yeah. Yep.
So speaking of Pantera, how do you feel about them writing new music? I heard a rumor about that.
I think it's cool. Look forward to hearing it, see what they come up with. You know, it'd be interesting to see what their style is, what Zach Wilde brings to the table, and what Phil brings to the table, and you know, hopefully it's badass.
Me personally, I'm not sure about that. You know, with it missing like the core group of the Abbott brothers, man. Like, I'm not really, you know.
Yeah.
Well, like I feel you on that. There's like there's so many bands out there. Once the lead singer dies or whatever the case may be, it's just it turns into to me it turns into a cover band. Like I just
You think about it, man. They transcended a lot of things, like especially in heavy music. You know, a lot for me, especially going from something and then listening to Far Beyond Driven. You're like, whoa, dude! Like, what is this? You know what I mean? It's like stuff you didn't hear all the time, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And it was Vinnie Paul and Dimebag, and it's their sound. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like nothing
think,
else like it. Yeah.
Like the guys now, I think are doing a good job with it. I think they're doing it justice, man. But writing new stuff, it might not have the same impact.
Well,
If that makes sense.
it does. So here's my thoughts on it. Here's my take on it. I've talked about it many times. It's different because you know that you will never be able to see the original lineup of Pantera again with the death of the Abbott brothers.
Yeah.
So you have to accept that, and then you have to accept the fact that Charlie Benante and Zach Wilde are not only playing in Pantera, but they're paying tribute to those guys. So if you can get past those, if you can accept that, get past the fact that you'll never see them, and accept that, it's kind of exciting. I mean, we went and seen them with Lamb of God. They were fantastic. I would be open to whatever they're going to try and do. If you're going to try and write new music, I'm going to be open and receptive to it. Now, if it's terrible, then it's just going to be terrible, or if it's not going to be up to Pantera standards, then it's not going to be. But I'm open and receptive to it. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So how do you feel when a band says that they're calling quits and it's their farewell tour and then come back? Like, do you think it's a cash grab, or is it, what do you call it? I'm probably going to get shit for this, but I feel it's kind of a cash grab of, you say it's farewell, we're all excited that we're going to see you one last time, and then you come back like not even a decade later.
Are you referring to Kiss, and are you referring to Ozzy Osbourne and currently Slayer, who just got booked for 4 festivals, even though they did a farewell tour.
I
Yeah, you
wasn't.
must be talking-
Slayer.
I wasn't dropping any names.
I will. I'll drop them.
No, like I know I've mentioned this before here or another podcast I was on. I feel it's a cash grab, and AC/DC's coming back out again too. And
Yeah.
farewell means farewell, goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. You know, I agree with you, Rob. I think a farewell should be a farewell, or if you're not going to make it a farewell, it should be we're taking a break, we're taking a hiatus rather than a farewell.
Or I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Give us
Right.
a minute.
See you later. Right. But you really can't fault the musicians nowadays for wanting to get a payday. Kerry King is a perfect example. He didn't want Slayer to stop. Slayer stopped, and he was he was obviously hurt about it. He bashed Tom Araya for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks about it. But the cash grab is the cash grab. You're going to get a payday. You don't really have to do anything but just do a reunion show. I think bands have been doing it for forever. Like the two that I mentioned, Kiss and Ozzy, are the masters of that stuff. Ozzy's on like his 18th farewell tour. You know what I mean? And so is Kiss. So
I literally, as soon as I see something, I run out and grab the ticket right away. It could be 10 months in advance, 20 months in advance. It's not 20 months, but you know what I'm saying. I will literally grab the ticket because even if it's long, whatever the case may be, at least I have my spot. They can't deny me because I have the golden ticket in my hand.
Right.
But
right.
I'm sorry, I blast everybody's music every day. Like, I have a playlist just for here. I listen to freaking even Halsey, whatever the mood's gonna strike. But I'm not gonna, farewell, and then 2 years later, I see them on a bill somewhere, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Getting that money.
No, I don't.
That should be that's one of the things. You should be damn sure you want out before you announce you're out.
All means do a solo project, because most of the solo projects are fucking dead on.
Yeah, they are.
When there's a lot of bands that I loved them when they were a solo project, like freaking Eric Clapton by himself, No Cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just using his as an example,
right.
But like there's Phil Collins by himself.
Yeah.
Dead on.
Right. Yeah, I'm with that. I like a good solo. I think some good metal guys. Like the Dio by himself. I think George. Him also with George Lynch by himself. These guys, they break off. They get rid of it and they go do their solo career, and it's definitely,
What do you call it? Sully from Godsmack had his own dead. Every track on that.
Right.
Chef's Kiss.
Listen, we can't forget also about Darius Rucker, Hootie and the Blowfish Be Damned. I'm going to go do country. I love Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, they're actually playing at PNC.
Oh, Hootie? Hootie and the Blowfish?
Hootie is playing.
Oh, Jay.
Yo, what's up, Jay Brown?
So they're doing a reunion tour?
Sorry, I'm late, buddy. I didn't know what time it started, or at least.
No, you're fine. More the merrier. No, what do you call it? They're playing at PNC this summer. I saw that and I'm like, that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, I would definitely love to be a part of that one. Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hootie's gonna have the Blowfish with him this time.
He's bringing the Blowfish. It's not just Hootie.
It's not just Hootie.
I'm actually going to see Alanis and Joan Jett.
Oh yeah, my wife's going to that concert. Yeah.
You can't. You cannot beat the price that it was $25 on Groupon.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, great price. Gotta love Groupon.
What do you call it? Rob Zombie and Cooper are playing again, and that's like $25, $30.
Yep.
But like people don't realize you don't have to use Ticketmaster or Live Nation.
Right. There's definite ways to bypass that, and you know you can put a lot of concerts under your belt and not kill your wallet. You know.
I mean that's how I'm able to go to about 36 a year.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yep. I keep my Groupon on my notifications on my Groupon to see who's coming around. You know, and not even for just metal, for other concerts and other artists as well.
Well, it's not even here. Say you're traveling and you're in Baltimore for some reason because of work or whatever. It's a Tuesday night and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You type in the address for Baltimore and it's a 2-minute click and you have your tickets to see whoever you want to see.
Right. Maybe you're at the Rams Head seeing Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yep.
Honestly. Is Rams Head still around? Rams Head Live? Is that still there?
I was just thinking about that. I haven't heard about Rams Head in a long time. Dude.
Yeah.
Bert, you on a Hootie and the Blowfish kick?
Bro, you don't like Hootie and the Blowfish?
I got no problem with Hootie and the Blowfish. I just never heard you talk so much about him until now. At least I don't remember you talking about him like that.
Bro, me and Hootie are
classic, man.
Tight like a frog's ass. That's watertight.
I mean, Hootie's pretty good. I don't know about the Blowfish, though, dude. I don't know.
Do you really need the Blowfish to be great? They just got to kind of be Blowfish.
I mean...
I like the Blowfish.
You like the Blowfish?
Yes.
Oh.
Just no teeth, okay?
Yeah.
Come on, Jay. You don't like fish sticks?
Oh, I know where you're going with this one, Johnny.
Here we go.
I don't know. Sounds fishy.
Come out.
Yeah.
Emotional, damn it.
Sorry, I had to.
I love it.
So what are your big plans for the rest of this year? I know you just dropped your EP, at least 4 tracks.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna we plan on going back in to record a full length. So we're gonna go back into the studio at some point, finish up the album.
Yeah.
We're hoping to do a music video at some point. We are looking to play more and more shows. We're looking to get out there as much as we can, get some more merch, pick up some more friends, some more fans, and just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah. Maybe possibly pick up a production company to kind of push our CD or EP. Any the normal stuff that we want. We're definitely going to be recording though, and definitely going to be going for the full length, 100%.
Yeah.
So do you think it's easy? I'm not saying easy or hard, but if you go to other people's shows, do you have, stickers or things just to hand out to other bands so they remember who you are?
I mean, I don't really do it anymore. That's kind of an old school tactic. Usually when we're going to a show to see other bands, we're just there to see other bands. I think doing it at the bigger venue shows is something to do. Local shows, we don't really do it. We're usually there to support one of our buddies' bands or some people that we know in the scene.
Because I had somebody hand me a code last night as I was leaving the venue, so I don't know if people still do that or not, or that's just...
What venue was it?
I was at Starland.
Oh, Starland Ballroom? Nice. Now, was that more of a touring package that was coming through, or was that more local?
It was Guar last night.
Oh, it was Guar. Oh, okay. All right. Did you get to check out the code?
Not yet. It's in my pocket.
Yeah. I think the QR code and or business card with the direct access to the website or the Spotify is a good marketing tactic if you're going to be out to shows.
Do download cards do that too?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. I don't think it's. I think it's a good thing to do. I don't think it's. I don't think it's a very undermining thing to do at a show. People are there to explore, listen to music and possibly explore new. So, or keep their end tables clear of all water from the glass with the ice in it. they'll use
Any
it for
chance you
that.
can network is always a good thing. You know, everybody should be out there networking. For us, we'll go to shows and we'll see other bands. We'll see our friends and bands play, and you know, 9 out of 10 times, people will give shout outs on the stage. I know we do.
Really?
If we're playing a
Oh, yeah.
show and we see other bands in the crowd, you know, we'll say, "Hey, check out these guys! Check out these guys! Check out these guys!" And a lot of bands do that for each other around here. So it's a really good scene out this way, and everybody tries to help each other get noticed and pushed.
Yeah, you know, it's funny you bring that up, Rob, because I was talking about that with another buddy of mine about a lot of bands don't do those old school guerrilla tactics to get people to listen to their music, and it's kind of a dying art, you know.
I mean, you kind of have to. Like, it's not. What do you call it? You're not gonna. I mean, you kind of have to these days. I mean, you have to be seeing.
Yeah, I think a lot of up and comers are putting everything, like so-called all their eggs in one basket, that being social media, and being reliant on social media to carry them the whole way up.
Everything's online. Everything's about videos, views,
Yeah.
likes, whatever you want to call it. That's just the new way of doing it.
I think there's a good core of musicians who appreciate, like you're at a show and someone says, "Hey man, check my band out. Let me know what you think about it. You know, have a free download of our song, or here's a sticker. You know, and come check our music out, or a list of shows they have, upcoming shows. Old school guerrilla marketing. Love it, love it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I mean, I'd rather it that way than what do you call it? The internet somehow holds you back too.
All right.
Like, it's going back, it's word of mouth and what do you call it, showing up and
Yeah.
The internet definitely slows it down. People say, you know, why go out to a show when I could sit at home, watch the video or the live stream or whatever, versus
YouTube's not a concert.
no, right? No, and I mean, some people will make that excuse. I mean, say, you know, that's what they're going to do because A, the ticket prices is too high, or oh well, I can only afford to be a fucking ant, you know, not be able to see anybody, you know, like nosebleeds because GA is $333 a ticket.
Yeah.
So they say I'd rather watch it on TV.
Right.
Eat my popcorn, bop around the kitchen, bop around the living room. Just, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people will cry, well, I don't have to pay for parking. I don't have to fight traffic. And then I don't have to wait at the door to get in. And it's like, that's all part of the experience of the night. You know what I mean? Of going out to see someone.
It's too people out there for me.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the best thing of, what do you call it, waiting in line and having a conversation with the guy smoking a cigarette next to you.
Yeah.
You make friends that way, not like I have like one friend on here that I met at a concert.
It's like going out on an adventure.
I'm gonna say maybe 20 years ago. I mean, whenever Mayhem Fest was still a thing.
Oh yeah, you are talking about 20 years ago, maybe a little less. Yeah.
It was like Shadows Fall, freaking Korn, freaking Rob Zombie, this one, that one. I mean, yeah, like I'm corrected, 2013 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
still, that's a decade.
Still, but I'm just saying in general, like, we don't have that in Jersey anymore.
No.
There's no Warped Tour. There's no Mayhem Fest. There's no Ozfest. There's no any type of festival. Well, Knockfest comes through when they have Knockfest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always a good time as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the closest thing you're going to get is probably in, you know, Tennessee or Chicago or something like that for any type of good festival, you know?
Yeah, Ohio, I think is probably. Yeah.
So, so like, as a concert goer yourselves, do you prefer intimate setting or festival and maybe not catch everybody and their mother? Because the timing just is not always the Like I've never been to, what do you call it, Ladder Than Life or any of those, because I don't like to camp anyway. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I would if I have to. It's not really my thing, but you're not
I
gonna be
think
able
it
to see.
depends.
You're not gonna be able to see everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm with-
like everybody knows, I'm a huge Korn fan. I will bust my ass to get to the Korn stage over anything else that, what do you call it, comes through.
Right.
If Korn's playing, the Lamb of God's playing, right, in between.
I'm with you, Rob. Like, I'm not a festival guy. I don't want to go multiple days. I don't want to camp. I may do an all-dayer, from morning till after mid-afternoon or night, but I don't want to be there for 3 days. That's not my thing.
Like Ozfest was a shit. They had the main stage. Like, you all knew the times for the main stage, and then you had, what do you call it, doors opened at like 10 o'clock in the morning or 11, whenever the hell they opened up. I don't remember. You got to see Shadows Fall. Then you got to see, what do you call it, people on BMX bikes, and there was a lot to do. You weren't bored. You weren't bored. So you caught some of, what do you call it, the smaller stage, and then you knew, okay, it's 7 o'clock. Manson's coming on. Let me go see Manson.
Yeah.
It was like Manson, Korn, and then Ozzy. That was the line. I mean, that's one I remember going to. But like,
Right.
it's like we need something back. But like, it's just I don't have the funds, so I can't help with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like, too, unfortunately, Rob, like, as these concerts are coming around this year and next year, they seem to be skipping our area completely. Even the smaller, just the full package concerts that are coming through. Could just completely skipping the Philadelphia and surrounding areas, Because the closest place you can go and see them is in Wilkes-Barre, 3 hours up the pike. You know what I mean?
So like, it's going to happen next year, but they made an announcement, but they didn't give tour the dates. But we're gonna have Slipknot, we're gonna have Shadows Fall, and a few others going to be at
BB&T?
Giant Stadium.
Oh, Giant Stadium. Oh,
I will
okay.
always call. I'm sorry, I will always call it Giant Stadium. It's
MetLife.
Yeah.
To me, it's always going to be Giant Stadium.
Yeah.
But like they announced, they did a small announcement, just not, what do you call it. They did put where they're going, but they didn't put the dates or anything. So I'm saying save your money now, because
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a bad seat at all at Giant Stadium at all, but I'm saying
No.
save your money now.
Is that who'd you say was also on that? Shadows Fall?
It was Shadows Fall, Slipknot, and I don't remember everybody else that was on the flyer, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, this is holy shit lineup. Like,
Yeah.
you don't really
Yeah.
want to miss it, but I mean, if you have to miss it, yeah, no, because I know Shadows Fall is playing. I'm going to it. They're playing next Saturday at Starland Ballroom, and then it's the 20th anniversary of, I don't remember which album it is, but
The War Within.
okay, that one, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I will be there, and I'm shouting out Nora, because I'm going to be with them that night too. They're on that bill as well.
Nice. Yeah.
That was one of the last concerts I saw at the Spectrum. With Shadows Fall, Lamb of God, and Slipknot.
That's a killer lineup.
Oh
right there.
wow,
What's it-
that's going back like 20 years.
What's
Yeah, that was. I think that was the last show I saw though at the Spectrum.
What do we have coming up in August? Unearth and Lamb of God coming.
Unearth, Lamb of God. Yeah, that's out in Reading. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be going to that one.
We going to that?
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah,
We taking a trip?
for sure.
Yeah, we are. No doubt.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And PNC is starting to have heavier acts come through now.
Oh, are they?
I Prevail, Hailstorm, and a few others on that bill.
Yeah, I just saw a friend of mine just got tickets for that. The I Prevail and Hailstorm.
It's an interesting lineup, though.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I like to see Hailstorm.
Very good live. I've seen them. I've seen them several times, and I've seen them with Amy Lee.
Yeah, I'm pulling up their schedule now just to check it out. But good.
I'm going through some of the comments here. I know I missed it because remember I got kicked out for a moment.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they did that to me, but it happens. Where the hell is it?
Hey Rob, Hootie and the Blowfish will be at PNC on August 2nd. I expect to see you there.
Boom.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, that's a must. That's a must.
Take my fishing
like
boat.
seeing Guar last night, then going August 2nd to. I mean, I'm all over the place anyway, but
Right.
you know.
Right in line. You too, Jay.
Where the hell was this comment?
When's that show?
What, Hootie and the Blowfish?
August 2nd.
August 2nd.
Yeah.
August 3rd. I'm going to that show. I'm taking my pole. And I'm bringing the Blowfish to practice on the 3rd.
Nice.
What was the comment, Rob?
Well, now I can't find it, but I'm gonna. What do you call it? What bands are you into right now? It was close to that comment.
Like who's giving us? Who are we listening to? Who's influencing us?
Yeah, who's influencing you?
Does Hootie and the Blowfish still count?
Yes.
I like to listen to Slaughter to Prevail, Fit for a King, Paleface. You know, those are 3 bands I've got pretty much in my playlist when I'm hitting the gym right now. And then just an array of literally everything else. So I'm a little eclectic at times, but those are the 3 metal bands I kind of got going on right now.
Yeah, I'm literally all over the place, man. Classic rock, whatever. But right now, Nevermore and
yeah,
that dude, Dino Jalusic.
Okay.
The singer.
Nevermore puts on a hell of a show.
Bro, you know they're on the MMR.
Never got to see him live.
Wait, Nevermore's on the barbecue?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. I saw the flyer. I couldn't believe it. I go, Nevermore? Really?
Unfortunately, it is in Camden.
Yeah, well, you know.
You
can say loathe. You can say loathe.
Yeah, that's the only. I mean, it's just where it's located, and what do you call it? Same thing with I'm trying to think what theater it is. It's what do you call it?
Over in Philly.
No, it's in what do you call it? Montclair.
Oh, Montclair. Oh, Jay knows what it is.
No, I just drew a blank on it.
Wonder why?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh, Wilmont, the Wilmont Theater.
Oh, Wilmont Theater. Okay, yeah.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just I need to be GA. I cannot be in a seat.
Right. Yeah.
My knees hit the back of the other seat every time, no matter where I sit. I mean, for something that's 6 foot, big guy, your knees are going to hit the back of the seat.
Yep.
That's why I always get lawn when I go to PNC as well, majority of the time, because I'm hitting the back of the. It's not comfortable.
I'm with you. You know, I think what's the seat venue that was in Philly? Was it the TLA had seats in it for the longest time, or one of those?
Tower did. Yep. Tower Theater did.
Tower. It was the Tower Theater. Horrible seeing a show there because it was all seats. You know what I mean? It's like being crammed into an airplane.
Like you're not there
I
for
mean,
a
how
show,
can you
you're there
ha-
for like
how-
a play or something.
How can you have all seats and freaking how are you?
Right, and put on a metal show. Right.
Because like I'm looking at the dates of the theater and I'm just like that would be fucking kick ass.
Yeah.
But if you're in a seat, how are you gonna throw down at all? Like I went to go see My Ball for My Valentine and Trivium. Like it was not. They're going on tour again together, by the way. But I'm just saying in general that like you couldn't. Seats for $15. Seats for $15 a piece.
Yeah. Yep.
You couldn't go wrong, but you didn't know that you were going to be
sitting the whole time.
Yeah, you couldn't
Right.
go down. You couldn't go down.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Unfortunately, the BB&T for us is very close to us.
Oh,
15,
yeah,
25 minutes, so that's where we go most of the time. PNC, I love going to Home Dell. That's a great venue up there, But,
They cleaned it up very nicely.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Like I'm literally like 15 to 10 minutes away from Starland. That's why that's my second home, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, now I mean, in between there now and what do you call it? Love Draft. I mean, that's where people are gonna.
Yeah.
They're gonna be seeing me. What do you call it? Like one of the bouncers yesterday said they looked at while I was there. They looked at the schedule. They're like, we'll see you in about 6 weeks. Like they know exactly what shows I'm going to be at when I'm not.
Right. They already got it all mapped out for you.
Yeah, pretty much. They literally said I randomly show up, but yes, there was a random show up.
Yep.
So before I let you guys go, do you have do you have any messages for your fans?
Absolutely. Download our music, listen to it often and loud, and follow us and love us and buy our merch and idolize us. I mean, nothing real out of the ordinary. Just that.
Nah, not asking too much.
No, just interact, shoot us a message, and enjoy what we're doing for you. And if you can, come out and see us, and we'd love to see you. We would love to check you out. We would love to talk to you. Absolutely, yeah.
And thank you for listening to our EP.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
And Rob, thank you for having us on tonight, man. We really appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
We'll probably do this.
Thank you very much.
We'll probably do this in another 6 months.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Just a reminder that this is on Facebook, Concert Junkies Rob and John YouTube, Concert Junkies Rob and John YouTube. Twitch is just Concert Rob because they wouldn't let me finish a goddamn sentence. I mean, I hate when that happens, right?
Right.
You underscore whatever. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Tune in for Power Seekers, and after that, I'm on the road, so you'll get content from me from the road.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah, man. Again, thanks for having us on. We had a great time. Looking forward to seeing more and more, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Have a great night, guys.
All right,
You too,
Rob.
brother. Thank
Thanks,
you.
brother.
Thank you.
Later, dude.